Bangladesh national cricket team is right now in India for playing a two test match and three T20 match series, bilateral series. And after 5 long years, Bangladesh is visiting India. Last time back in 2019, Bangladesh traveled India for playing a three T20 matches where Bangladesh won one of those and followed by a couple of test matches where the result wasn't that much satisfying for Bangladesh national cricket team. And do you know when did Bangladesh tour India for the first time ever in the history of Bangladesh cricket? Back in 2017, although only for a test match, but that was the ending of a long chapter. What chapter? Actually, that was the first tour of Bangladesh in India. That means India was the only country who never invited Bangladesh for playing a bilateral series before 2017. And not only India, it has been an issue we are going to talk about today in this video. That is, Bangladesh last time played in England soil back in 2010 for a couple of test matches followed by a three-match ODI series where Bangladesh won one ODI match. Okay, and last time Bangladesh played in Australian soil for a bilateral series, that was 2008 for three one-day matches. So far, in the history of Bangladesh cricket, in the history of Bangladesh Test cricket, 24 years have gone since Bangladesh got test status, but so far Bangladesh have been able to visit Australia, Australia for playing bilateral series has been for one time, and that was in 2003 where Bangladesh played two test matches and three one-day matches, and later 2008 Bangladesh played only three one-day matches, and in the last 16 years it hasn't been possible for Bangladesh to play a bilateral series in Australian soil. And in terms of England, Bangladesh played in 2010 last time, and in last 14 years Bangladesh hasn't traveled to England for a bilateral series. And India was the only country where Bangladesh never got any opportunity to play a series, bilateral series, whatever, T20, one day, test cricket, whatever. And that chapter actually went over back in 2017. And in the last 7 years, Bangladesh is touring India for third time. But still in this last 7 years, Bangladesh hasn't been able to visit Australia, neither England. Can you understand the scenario here Bangladesh has been going through? Actually, what happens, not too many countries actually play cricket, right? 10 countries play cricket seriously, you can say that. Still, among these 10 countries, top rated countries actually do not want to invite those countries who are at the lower part of the ranking to invite to play cricket in their country. For example, top rated countries who are the England, Australia, India, they are not interested enough to invite countries who are at the below part of the ranking 8, 9, 10, like Zimbabwe, like Bangladesh. One of the reasons, one of the issues that is considered here, which is crucial, that is business purpose. When, for example, Australia will invite Zimbabwe, this might happen that they won't get a huge income from the series. They might not get a excellent TV rights selling from the TV channels or excellent income from selling tickets, whatever. So business purpose, it's not a good idea to arrange series against teams like Afghanistan, Zimbabwe, or Bangladesh. But also the scenario is not like that. This kind of countries like Sri Lanka, West Indies, or you can say Afghanistan, they don't get any opportunity to visit or to play series. Recently, Sri Lanka has played a test series in England. And did you notice how disastrous their performance was by the Sri Lankan cricketers? Last year, or probably back in 2020, I'm not sure, Zimbabwe played three one-day matches in Australian soil. And how many players, if I ask you, how many players do you know who are playing test cricket for West Indies? I think too many players you don't know. They played a three-match test series or probably two-match test series against Australia. in December, January at that time, last Australian summer. So yes, most of the time India invites Australia, India visits Australia, India invites England, India visits England, Australia invites England, England visits Australia. So these three or four teams actually play most of the times among themselves. But it's not like that West Indies doesn't tour England or Australia. Sri Lanka doesn't tour England or Australia. If India visits Australia once in a couple of years, probably Sri Lanka get the opportunity to visit Australia once in a 4 year time. But what has been so surprising in case of Bangladesh, this country, although right now not at the below part of the ranking, Bangladesh has been playing excellent ODI cricket since 2015. But still, in the last 9 years, this country, this cricket team hasn't been able to play. Forget about Test cricket, they are still weak in Test cricket, but they haven't been able to even play a Test series, sorry, one day series in England or even Australia. Can you just imagine what has been going through with this country? But India, I think I would really want to thank them that the country who never invited Bangladesh has invited 3 times in the last 7 years. Fascinating experience, to be honest. Thanks for your time.